Guys, what is going on? John Brecco, aka Johnny Sharp, back here on YouTube with another live stream. I feel like I haven't done like an actual live stream in my car this way for a little bit. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I hope life is great for everybody in general. We actually had a little bit of snow over here yesterday in Jersey, so I got to enjoy a little bit of time off for the moment before I was back to work. But with that being said, this is my last full week of work for the year before I get to have off again for a couple of weeks. So I am very excited about that. And again, I hope things are going great for you guys as well as you guys start coming into the chat. I just want to let everybody know, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. We are getting very close to 22,000 subscribers. If my count is correct, I believe we have just a little over 100 subscribers to go before we hit that number, and that'll put us ever closer to 25,000. And in the grand scheme of things, that'll put us to 100,000 subscribers as well, which is the goal for 2026. Things haven't been moving as fast as they usually do on the channel. I have not had as time to be able to post and promote the channel, put the shows on it. But with that being said, things are good in life in general. We get to, pursue dreams that we've had, pursue some things that are really cool, really fun up at work, which I think is all awesome. And even though it does leave me with less time to promote on here, I still get to, in general, and do live streams like this when I can, when I have gaps in both of my jobs. So as you guys are going to come in, I do have a specific topic that I do want to talk after this past weekend in wrestling, which was historic. It was crazy. It was insane. And a lot of emotions are in the air when it comes to pro wrestling, especially when it comes to WWE right now. A lot of people have shared opinions. A lot of people are surprised. A lot of people are shocked with some of the things that went on at WWE over the last weekend. There's really one big thing in particular, but with that being said, a lot of people did seem to enjoy the matches in general place at Saturday night's main event. I still do have to watch the full pay-per-view myself. But again, people had opinions, and I know some of the results. Soga took on Bayley and won, which I think is great for her, especially when she'll eventually come up to the main roster, which I don't know how far exactly that is away, but I hope we get to see it soon. Obafemi, Cody Rhodes took each other to the limit. A little disappointing to see each end in a disqualification with a Drew McIntyre run-in. But at the same time, maybe this can be a continuation. Maybe this doesn't have to end as a whole. So I do hope we get to see more of Obafemi on the main roster, maybe even involved in this feud a little bit in some type of way. I've enjoyed him as NXT champion for most of 2025, and now that he's been doing that for a while, I do hope to see him involved up here on Raw or SmackDown very soon. I think it would make things a lot of fun, and I do think it would shake up the stories, which I'm always looking for personally. But the big one that we have to talk about is obviously, of course, what happened with John Cena. John Cena took on Gunther. He took him on in a back and forth match, which I do think Cena deserved. I don't think that he deserved to have a squash match for damn sure. I think he's done too much for that. People had a lot of opinions about what John Cena was going to do for his last match, and a lot of opinions about how it ended as well. John Cena has gone over 20 years out tapping out, submitting, giving up to anybody, and over this past weekend, that all changed. John Cena tapped out for the first time since, I believe, 2003, and I believe it was to Chris Benoit, which no one from WWE is going to talk about for good reason. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy that John Cena actually tapped out. I mean, that was an idea that personally I had floating around in my head to have him tap out to Gunther in his final match. I've mentioned to people that would make Gunther look like an absolute monster. It could set to possibly be a final boss in WWE, a mega heel, and the boos are going to be raining down after this decision. That's sure. We haven't even seen Gunther after Saturday night's main event yet, and the boos were raining down on Triple H already, which I can't really blame the crowd for that. And honestly, it makes a lot of sense. Everybody was looking forward to John Cena's retirement match, so to have it end like this, that was the worst finish. He should have had Cena pass out. But what if something happens with Gunther, though, and he's able to become mega heel and a huge star from it? So, I mean, I think at the end of the day, John Cena did the favor to Gunther to help make him something bigger than he already was. So, I am okay with the decision. I do understand from standpoint of John Cena is not supposed to give up. John Cena is supposed to fight till the end. I get where everybody's coming from, but at the same time, I think if you're going to do the favor for Gunther on the way out and have him win against John Cena, I do feel this was kind of the way to do it, and you were able to make something happen for Gunther. If not the long term, which not everything works out, short term. I do agree this puts Gunther over, but there was a better way to do it. Okay, so with that being said, I do actually have an alternative way in mind. So bear with me, hear me out as I say it. Before I do, shout out to Travis Noyes, by the way. Appreciate you being on here with us. Thank you, sir, for showing up and supporting the channel. We appreciate it. What if John Cena passed out and Gunther gets upset that he couldn't make him tap out and decides to wail on John Cena after the match, maybe give him a powerbomb on the post, powerbomb on the apron, and maybe stretcher John Cena out. That way you can make him look like a monster. And at the end of the day, we also didn't get a retirement speech. Well, let's keep that in mind as well. That way John Cena doesn't have to give up. That way John Cena doesn't really, have to betray his character. Because, again, I understand that sentiment. But would that was the direction I was going in, definitely. Okay, so we're in agreement on that. So for what I'm thinking, I think if there was a better way to do that, that could have been it. But with that being said, I do think the fact that this is going to do a lot for Gunther is important and I think should be said. But if it's going to make somebody better from it, I can only be so mad at it personally. And to be honest, if we're thinking about it, John Cena was smiling. John Cena was smiling as the match was ending, as we were coming to the conclusion of his career. Almost like he was relieved that he was finally able to get this off his back, move on in his life, and be able to focus on other things, which I'm happy for John Cena at the end of the day, man. I'm glad he's able to get to do what he wants with his life, to be able to travel to different places, because that's a topic that he's brought up recently. Triple H is getting all the smoke. I think he welcomes all the smoke, too, because at the end of the day, you have to be loved in wrestling. You don't have to be you don't have to be hated in wrestling. They just have to see that you care. When you go out there, as long as people care, whether it's one way or the other, then at the end of the day, you're probably going to be successful in it. So, I mean, again, people have a lot of different opinions on how John Cena's career ended. Personally, I don't mind it maybe as much as I did, but I do, from certain standpoint, understand where people are coming from. But I think we can all agree on one note that we're thankful for everything that he did for the wrestling business. He is one of the GOATs, if not the GOAT, of professional wrestling. And there was a lot of memories as far as John Cena is concerned. A lot of memories that he's given us, a lot of memories that he's given me. I have been a fan of wrestling for almost 20 years now. Actually, this year coming up, 2026, will be exactly 20 years since I started watching. And that means I've been a fan of wrestling for most of John Cena's career. I came in probably soon after the Thugonomics gimmick, the rapping gimmick, started to die out. And we got more of the hustle, loyalty, and respect. But I was there for most of it, man. And it's not like I never went back and saw who the Doctor of Thugonomics was. Edge ensured Edge in his last match, his last retirement match. Obviously, he's not going to be the last opponent of John Cena because that was Gunther this past Saturday. Shout out to My Dang Collection, where collection is misspelled. You being part of the show. Appreciate you being part of this video. Appreciate you supporting the channel, sir. Thank you so much. But yeah, man, I didn't mind it as much as a lot of people, and I know a lot of people were butthurt from it, but I don't care. John Cena, I think, got the ending that he wanted at the time that he wanted, especially because this is 3 years in the making, and he gets to do other things, and wrestling gets to roll on. So, thank you, John Cena. Last thing, for all the memories that you've given me and other wrestling fans as well. And for people that want to bring the Make-A-Wish kids into it, I'm sure John Cena is going to support them as well. I'm sure the Make-A-Wish kids will still see him in the hospital. I'm sure the Make-A-Wish kids will be just fine that he gave up in a storyline. So, again, thank you so much. I appreciate everything that you've done for all the people that have been fans of wrestling over the last 25 years, including myself. And I hope you got the closure you needed. Thank you for trying to give us that as well. And thank you for an absolutely magnificent Never Seen 17 career. I salute you, sir. You have earned that. And once again, thank you so much for everything that you've done. And I hope you all feel the same.